Lori always had a prom date, but not until the day of. And that's how you know deadlines work. Terri goes away for a weekend and loses her boyfriend overnight. What Some Kind of Wonderful got right and wrong. And is it us or was Three's Company kind of fucked up? Plus, how we all side with the parents in 80s movies now. Welcome to Generation Artax.
Are you ready for us? All right. Come on, Kim. I'm interviewing you. Everybody knows I am the star of this show. Have we see?
Welcome to Generation Artax. I'm Terri. I'm the oldest, and I'd like to share my recent purchase, one of the smartest things I ever bought, an elongated shoehorn.
Oh, I have that. I have that exact one with the leather hook.
You do?
I do.
Oh my God. I've never, ever thought of even having something like this, but it is.
Okay, it looks like a samurai sword.
It's very important.
It's so important, especially since, well, I have no tie laces on my sneaker, so I can just stick my foot in my shoe. And I think being able to, the person who turned me on to this was Allie, who is like an old man inside and has a little shoehorn. And so I was like, oh, this is so great. I made fun of her first, and then I tried it and I was like, this is really great. And then I looked it up on Amazon, and the long one was like amazing because my back gives me problems. And so not having to bend over was really great.
It wasn't that for me. It was that I hate when you have to shimmy your heel in, and sometimes there's like material under the top layer that can get bent over.
Yes.
Inside.
Yes.
That happened in my Peloton shoes, and I had to cut a hole because it was driving me nuts so that I could reach in and reposition the foam inside to go back up.
Oh my God.
Doing me nuts. But
it's
if
annoying.
You have a shoehorn, you don't have that problem.
A long shoehorn, it might have cost me like $14. The other thing that's annoying that I wish it came with was a little device that was the same length so that you could hold the tongue of the shoe and slide your foot in while slipping. Because when you slip your foot in, the tongue moves forward. Why is this hard? There should be a little clip that you hold the tongue as you slip in your foot, and it should come from both sides. So you could just do it without even bending over. And it would be a device called Hold Your Tongue.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God. Why did you just say that publicly? Now someone's going to steal it. You should be doing that.
Oh, I'm not going to go create a thing. Come on.
Why not?
I'm not going to go create an object. No.
Okay.
Someone else.
I'm Kim. I'm in the middle. I am wearing my friend Andrea got me this Cousins Beach shirt.
Nice.
From The Summer I Turned Pretty. The Summer I Turned Pretty. Terri never watched it, which is a sad story. That's crazy that you didn't watch it.
I thought it was for kids.
I miss it.
Oh,
I miss it a lot.
I thought it was
friends that watched the whole series start to finish like 3 times in a row when it first came out.
It is literally for 12-year-old girls, though, right?
No, it's just good.
I mean, Young Love is never like only for the people who are that age. I mean, it's not like The Notebook isn't for adults because they're teenagers in it.
I just don't like
most of it.
Terry's like, I only watch movies that or shows that have 50-year-olds in it.
I don't want sappy. That's all.
Anyway,
it's kind of sappy.
Listen, I'm deep in the burrows right now, so don't talk.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lori.
Hello, I'm Lori. And I was thinking recently a lot about Three's Company and how weird it is because I found the video I made where I was at the flamingos in Florida.
Oh,
yeah.
Where I just like, every time I see flamingos, I think of the opening from the later half of Three's Company because it was Terri, right?
Yeah.
Who stuck her leg up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking about Three's Company and I was like, the show's really kind of fucked up, right?
Yep.
Jack just wanted somewhere to live, and the only way he was allowed to live with those 2 girls without being married was if he pretended to be gay.
Wait, is that the premise?
Yes.
Yeah. And so remember, who was that guy? There was one man who owned the
Mr.
complex.
Farley.
Mr. Farley would come by, and then Jack would be super effeminate and flirt with him or whatever. And it was like, oh, because he's gay. And that's why he was allowed to live there.
And he would keep him at bay because he was gay, like, look, I don't want to mess with him because he's gay. Weird.
Wait, who was Mr. Roper then?
That was later. Mr. and Mrs. Roper owned the place later.
After
and they must have continued the whole gay thing. He did, because I remember Mr. Roper making fun of him or something.
Yeah. It was a lot of like just using gay as a a tool, a device, an excuse.
Device.
Meanwhile, he was hooking up with, he was like in love with those women, some of the women. He was always trying to sleep with them.
Oh yeah, he was a player. He was always sleeping with
Total
women
player.
and bringing women home, and he had to hide it. So that was it. This is just a weird premise. I think it was that it wasn't allowed. It was the 70s.
Nah, people lived with each other. It's more like they wouldn't allow a man to live with multiple women. It was a multiple women situation.
What it was?
Yeah, because if it was him and his girlfriend, they could live together.
Yeah.
It was 1870, but I'm pretty sure 1970 was okay.
Hold on. Just side note, Terri, you never even finished Paradise, did you? Because you would have talked about it.
I finished Paradise season 1. I haven't watched season 2. I've had a million shows. You have me watching a million things. How am I supposed to get through everything? I'm watching Hacks. I'm watching The Burrows. I'm watching Widow's Bay.
Widow's Bay, I'm really enjoying.
It's very weird. It's a very weird show, but I love it.
Yeah, but I really like it. It's a lot of parallels to From.
Yeah,
which I
which
can't
I still
watch.
watch.
Watching.
But
I
it's
know.
also, that kind of died on the vine for me. But they're only 30-minute episodes, and there's only one more left. It's like nothing's going to get resolved.
To From? There, I don't.
No,
I don't
Widow's
even.
Bay.
No.
Oh, Widow's Bay. Oh,
there's not that
I
many.
don't even get like the sense that they're trying. They're even planning on explaining most of the shit in From.
That's
I mean, you
annoying.
do
That's
learn a little bit
Lost.
here and there. It is Lost. It's the people. It's not the people from Lost. It's the guy from Lost.
Yeah,
but it's the same idea. Didn't Joe say he's out because he was like, I'm never going to get out of this?
Yeah,
Didn't
and
Joe say he was out?
whenever I watch it, I'm like, you would be so angry right now.
I don't think I can.
It's our expectations are appropriately low, but like we're still pissed, and we still watch it.
Right.
You're still watching
you do?
From?
You're still watching it? The new season?
Yeah, every week. Yeah.
They don't answer it? They don't answer a question? Oh.
No.
I've been learning a couple new things, but you learn something, but it's not in a growing context of anything else.
Why?
So it's like you learn something and you're like, but I wasn't even like seeking to learn that. It's like I learned who some of these ghosts were. And I was like, yeah, but you've only shown those. I wasn't sitting around wondering who those ghosts were. You like, it's so great. You introduced something and then explained what you just introduced, but I don't give a shit. Like, why are you there? Is this ever going to end? Are we ever going to know why?
There's so many writers.
I don't know. I think they have premises and they just all don't. I feel like networks shouldn't even let them unless they have the whole arc planned out.
They should have it planned. You shouldn't
like This Is Us.
Don't dick us around for 8 years.
Right.
Or
This
Paradise.
Is Us.
Paradise has a specific arc.
Same
it's a
guy.
3-season show.
Dan Fogelman. There's going to be a third.
Okay.
But that's Dan Fogelman, same guy as This Is Us. They had storyboarded from day one, so they know where it's going exactly and how it'll end.
And it's genius because now any show he'll come out with, I'll be like, I will get the satisfaction.
Right. There's a trust factor. I'm afraid you'll get canceled and nothing will be fitted. You know what I mean? Like I hate that.
Right.
Why? How can they do that to us? That is a grave disservice to leave people hanging.
Yeah.
It makes us not want to invest much in your show and your characters. Anyway, I have a hack for you. I don't know if it's probably not a problem for you. But I told you that I make a packing list. I have a packing list I've used for years, and I check off the things, and sometimes I just check them off because I think I packed them. I really hate.
You
using
said
the
you
list.
make a new packing list every time.
You said you don't trust your old packing list, so you always write a new list every single time.
No, I have a set key things that I know I need, but I'll add different things to it, and so it's gotten messy. But also I just check it if I think I packed it. That's not what a packing list is. And the problem is I realized this is what I go to AI for, to Claude for, to organizing my thinking. I said, listen, here's my problem with packing. I shared the list. I go, here's my list. Why is this hard? It sort of feels disjointed and doesn't feel like when I go to pack, I want to pack organically. I go into this part of my room and I pull all the things I'll need here and there.
Why don't you list it that way?
I know, but I just had like, here's all my medications. Here's all my miscellaneous. Like, I don't know. It just felt like blah. And it said, I know what your problem is. It doesn't follow the flow of which you're packing. It's the packing that's the problem, not the items. And it's the process that's the problem. I was like, yes. So why don't we organize it not by category of thing, but by the room you're in when you pack it? And I was like, okay, that's a different way of framing it. Maybe it's not that different, but it helped. So instead of packing by category of thing, it packs by where I am in my apartment. So it said, okay, I've separated these into like here. This is the part where you go by your desk in your file cabinet. I need my passport. I need ink refills. I need this pen. I need a notebook, whatever. Then from there, and we go through the areas of the room because I use my dining room table as a staging area. Everything goes on the dining room table. And if I leave the dining room tables clear, I packed everything.
Oh, I like that.
So I like that, right? So it's like a place to put everything.
I like that.
And so it said, then you go into the closet. What's in there? Jewelry, clothing, socks and underwear. But the clothing is in another room. So it's kind of like I have it not by, where's all of this? I need this. I'm not running around the rooms back and forth.
Yeah.
You only focus on, that's what I'm going to do.
I like that.
Next trip. But that was the kind of thinking. It's not like, organize it this way. It's, I'm having trouble with a thing. I'm just giving this as a PSA for anyone who's having trouble thinking through a thing, that I find Claude very helpful that way, because here's my problem. Why is this hard? It reflects back to me, makes me feel seen, and then says, why don't we try it this way? And every time it's easier and better. So
nice.
My next question for Claude is, I know you're probably going to kill us all, but in the meantime, do you get upset when people are rude with you? Do you treat them differently? Does it matter how I treat you? I'm very. You did?
Mm-hmm.
What'd it say?
Not exactly that. It was like, no, I'm fine.
I want it to be like this one guy. Like I want to get stories.
Never will. I've asked about that, and it was like, no, our conversations are all unique. I don't learn about other people's conversations.
Oh, so it doesn't have, so it only, my Claude only exists in relationship to me. That's weird, right?
Well, it also
doing
said
everything,
which was different than ChatGPT. Claude also, when I was trying it, I started a new conversation and it didn't remember anything from a previous conversation.
You probably have to pay monthly for that.
No, I did the pro, and it was like, oh, you have to go back to that thread to continue that conversation. If you start a new chat, it's like meeting for the first time.
It's not. It's not. And push it on that. Yeah, but sometimes it says things and it's wrong because I mean that's ChatGPT. It's wrong.
Okay. ChatGPT like remember stuff.
No, Claude does too. My whole business in there. I'll go in there in a new chat. If you keep the same thread open for too long, it costs you more tokens because it's trying to remember everything. So sometimes I'll close it and I'll start again. I'll go, remember that event I have coming up? And then it goes, hang on, let me check. Yes, I remember it. So it does. It recalls it. It's a matter of how you train it. It has said to me, I can't go into your sauna. And I go, actually, you can. Yeah, I misspoke. I can. And Allie has said that she thinks that sometimes it gets lazy and it says, oh, you should really do it.
I can't.
You go do it. It's not to be trusted and it's not reliable, but it does if it opens up a new way of thinking, I think it's worth using anyway.
Well, I did talk to it. Or was it ChatGPT? I think it was ChatGPT because I realized once again that I haven't tackled my belief system about feeling bad about desiring material
what did
things.
It say about that?
Because I understand it logically, and that a lot of this is Catholic upbringing. We've talked about this at length.
Yep.
But every once in a while, I catch myself negotiating with the universe or reminding it, I'm grateful for this. I don't need this. I just want it. I hope it's okay. Like sort
that
of
sounds
just
like
in my head.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, just being like, I know I have so much, but I would also like that, but I don't need it. Right. I don't need it. Is it bad?
It'd be nice.
I feel like feeling really guilty about it or feeling like it's greed because that is a sin, right?
Greed is if you want to kill everyone to get it.
Right. And that's basically what it was saying. It was like, it was all the stuff that we know. It was like, that's not greed. And there's nothing wrong with desiring things. And it's not like you're wanting to take it away from somebody else in order to get it. And it's not like, it was very encouraging. And I was just like, well, I know everything that you're saying is true because if someone else said it to me, if a friend said to me, oh, I feel bad, I would say all of this right back. Right. And I was like, how do you change that? How do you change your belief system? Because Bashar's always like, oh, once you understand it, boom, you realize you don't need it anymore. And I was like, it's not, this is pretty easy.
No, because we hang on to these systems. We hang on to these belief systems very tightly.
Yeah. It was just basically, ongoing practice and reminding yourself and basic little steps to prove and remind yourself that you're still a good person just because you want a sauna in your house.
Don't you think it's good that like Claude, obviously you don't want to upload all your taxes in there, but it can be a good thought partner and a coach.
Of course I think it is. I use it all the time. I use it for
to
everything.
think through things. Yeah. Like even tarot card readings. I'll draw a card and take a picture and upload it. It goes, oh, you got the Ace of Wands. That's a great sign. Like
I absolutely do that.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's great.
I do it every time I pull my wild unknowns.
I love that.
Okay, so I don't have tarot cards, nor have I ever used a shoehorn. Let alone have an extended one.
You're missing out.
AI either, right?
No, I have that on my phone, and sometimes I do use it, but not to the extent that you guys do.
Yeah, it's hard. It's so seductive in a way. It's like,
but that's okay.
This way. Do you want me to go ahead and draft all those emails? I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah, that's good.
It's pretty great.
All right, I have an email. That I want to read. That when I was a sophomore in college, Lori wrote to me.
Oh,
it is from December 8th, 1995. Okay, so you're a junior, and our Christmas December semi-formal was coming up. Or no, it had already happened. So you were telling me, recounting this story. Okay. So the semi-formal was on December 2nd, and you're telling me the story about it.
Yeah.
Kimmy, which is also cute, because I didn't know junior year of high school you would still, say that
right
at the top of a letter. All right, Terry,
as opposed to my dearest
sister. Okay,
my dear sister,
Kimmy. So I asked a total of 6 people to the semi, and obviously only the 6th said yes. I love that. I know. I covered every type of guy I could bring. Loser friend, gay guy, best friend, ex-boyfriend, regular friend, and acquaintance. This would be Evan, Joe, Jerry, Sean, Brian, and finally Chris.
Wait, name them again.
Evan, Joe.
Who's the loser friend, Evan? Wow, that's fucked up too to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember that name for you.
Joe,
Jerry, Sean, Brian, and finally Chris. It was 4:30 in the afternoon on December 2nd. This is the day of the dance, 4:30 p.m. A long-awaited day that I was unprepared for. I had just gotten my hair angled and done, my new satin halter top, ankle-length navy blue dress waiting to be worn. Yet what was missing? I was dateless. So I was down to the last straw and nebulous memory of some guy named Chris that seemed nice and could dance. He was at Audrey's Sweet 16, and I was once introduced to him in the beginning of 9th grade. Seemed like an okay guy. Well, only 2 hours before the pre-semi, meaning the pre-party. Yeah. Why not give him a ring? Hi, Chris? Again, like a screenplay. Hi, Chris? Hello? Hi, it's Lori. Lori Trespicio. Whoa, implying that he never expected to hear from me. Well, hey, what's up? How are you? Oh, I'm wonderful. And I continued to be polite with pinches of small talk.
Damn.
So, Chris, do you have any plans tonight? Nothing definite.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Nothing definite. Okay.
Well, this is kind of last minute and all, but do you want to come to my semi with me tonight? Giggle of disbelief. Sure, let me talk to my mom. He calls back around 5 p.m. and says he can go. Luckily, his best friend from 2 blocks down was going with Audrey, and Audrey was having the post party. Everything worked out perfectly. He came, we had an awesome time. He danced more than I did, and he was pretty damn good for a white guy.
What?
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Jeez. There's so many questions, but...
So we started talking this week. I expected him to be a little stupid.
Wow. It's fucked up.
Wow.
I'm finding myself pleasantly surprised every time I talk to him. If it doesn't snow too badly, he's coming over tomorrow. So there it is.
What?
Moving on. Out with the old, in with the new. No, not exactly. It'll take months, if not into the next year, before I can comfortably move past my Jared-stained heart.
Oh, wow.
I don't want anything too heavy or serious right now. I'm not emotionally capable. I need to structure my own foundation without building in something that can't guarantee to stick around like a new guy. Yeah, I went to the fucking reunion for camp. I don't know if I'm happy I went. I don't really give a shit. Jared gave me a wonderful hug hello. Yes, it made me miss him more and more. The hardest part of it all is knowing that we'll never be right for each other, but still having feelings. It's just a circle. quote, how can we make it work? It can never work. But how? It can't. It'll take time. I hope Chris can help. Maybe it'll make the time go quicker. Okay, I'm going. I'll see you soon, okay? I'll update you on the new guy. I still don't like him yet, but I'm more than interested. Love ya, Lori.
Oh,
I know, it's so cute.
so wait, you went through 6 people and they all said no?
Yeah, apparently.
Because you
Then
said
you
only
asked
the
6 people to the
You
dance.
said only the 6 said yes. So I was like, wait, why'd you ask 6 people?
Well, because each
What?
one said no, so you have to
Why-
ask another.
If the third said yes, I wouldn't keep asking people.
You
That's
said
why things
only
like-
the 6 of them said yes. That's
Only
confusing
the
to me.
6th of them.
Sixth.
Oh, the 6. I thought you said only the 6. I was like, you
Oh.
asked 6 people.
It's like,
Oh.
oh, you always find stuff the last place you look.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I did not understand there was a TH at the end.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Hold on. I need to get my notebook. I don't know who this is, but that's wild. The same thing happened to me at my prom, by the way. I couldn't get anyone to go with me. The junior year, and Joe the gay friend was going with my friend.
Mhm.
I asked his boyfriend to come with me as my date so that they could come
Oh.
together with us.
Yep.
The day before, maybe he called me and said he didn't want to go. For some reason, it's only occurring to me just now that maybe he and Joe broke up and I don't remember that part, or maybe I
Oh.
didn't think to ask. And I was like, why? Why can't you go? It's like tomorrow. And he just said he felt really weird about it. And I was like, but we're just going as friends. You're dating my friend. Like, it's not, you're gay. Like, what? And he just said no. And then I remember being upset. And I remember going to mom about it. And she was like, what's the big deal? And I was like, well, you paid for 2 people because you could decide if you wanted to go stag.
Right.
And then you had to pay for 2. And she was like, it's fine. I was like, okay. But I was still calling around to invite people. And I was pulling up my pantyhose. Another way I don't like using the word panty.
Yikes.
I remember my hair wet and like pulling on my pantyhose. I can't even say it. And then calling some guy named Ben. I had asked a whole bunch of different people that night. Boom, 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 boom. And I think Jim even said no.
This was for your prom you're talking about.
This is for my prom. Jim said no because he had a girlfriend or he was seeing somebody and he thought, oh, she'll be pissed. I called a whole bunch of different people, bunch of different guys. They're all like, I have a girlfriend. She'll be really pissed if I go to the prom with you. And I was like, ugh, lame. And then I was getting ready for it. And I was like, hey, Ben, this is Lori. And he was like, hey. And I said, same thing. I guess same thing. Like, apparently this is how I do it. I was like, what? I was like, do you have any plans tonight? And he's like, isn't tonight your prom?
You're like, yeah.
I was like, yes, my date bailed. Do you want to come? And he's like, I don't have a tux. I was like, it's fine. I'm like, do you have like a tie or whatever? He's like, sure. And he came and they ended up hooking up with another girl in the class. I wasn't interested in him or whatever. So I was pumped that he had a great night with somebody else, which was fine.
Hey, it's Terri from Generation Artax. And listen, I love a good story. Who doesn't? If you didn't, you wouldn't bother with books, TV, movies, or even podcasts. We love listening to stories, but there's also something really powerful about writing your own. You may see yourself as a reader or a listener, and maybe you wouldn't dare call yourself a writer. But here's the truth. If you can read, you can write. If there's something you would love to write, share, or get out there, there is no better or safer place to do it than this little program I run called the New Rules Studio, or Studio for short. It's a live, virtual, real-time writing space led by certified instructors where you get to explore your own ideas, your own creativity, memories, stories without judgment or criticism.
Hold on. So my junior prom, I was dating Justin and I went to his, and then we broke up like the week of my prom. And I was like, no, I'm not bringing you anymore. And he was like, what? Blah, blah, blah. And I have that somewhere. I have an answering machine tape of him being like, come on, I'll just still go to the prom and we can still just get along and blah, blah. And I was like, so stubborn. I'm like, absolutely not. You're not coming.
What
with
did you
me."
do?
So
I remember would have fought with him the whole night. That's why
we would have fought the whole night. And so I know, so I was about to get in the shower for the prom and I opened the bathroom window, and out the window I saw our neighbor Matt, who was my in his driveway, and I yelled out the window. Yep. And I yelled out the window, Matt, are you doing anything tonight? And he's like, no. And I go, do you want to come to my prom? And he's like, tonight? I'm like, yes. And he was like, okay.
I
Were you
remember
close with
this.
him? Were you close with Matt?
No, you know what? That might have been like the day before because he did pull together an outfit. But it was
wild.
Like, same thing. It was still very last minute for a prom date. It wasn't like maybe the minute before. But still, why did we do that? So funny.
I don't know. Can you imagine if mom was
wasn't-
like, I paid for 2 tickets.
Yeah,
You're
you're
going to
bringing
get
somebody.
someone or you
Somebody.
can work it off. You got canceled on. It's like heartbreaking.
I know. It was probably
Yeah.
$20.
That is so sad. But why didn't you just ask Gary?
I should have asked Gary. I mean, I was just talking to him.
As you
I
were saying.
literally, I have no idea who Gary is.
Oh
I
my
wish I knew
God.
who it was.
Love it. I love it so much.
All right, Terry, don't you have
All right,
one?
well, last time I talked about my first boyfriend who we're calling Brad. And it was very sweet and exciting. We were both each other's first like significant other, like someone we're dating. And then you know how these things are. Senior year of high school, things are very dramatic. I found the entry where things went awry. And it was, so we started dating in November of 1990. It is now March of 91. It's a Sunday night. I knew things were good, really good, maybe too good. I loved my boyfriend of 3 months.
Oh my God.
My friendships had improved in quality, and my friends, boyfriend, and I all inhabited a cozy world. We knew who we were, and although we didn't always know what to do on a Saturday night, we knew we'd be together, we'd laugh. I can honestly say that I was the active force behind the creation, the tying together of a new, yet not new, social circle. Brad was with me, and his basketball games gave us somewhere to go. They were all getting along so well, it scared me. The mechanics of the group became so automatic that I almost thought it would run without me. John, my grammar school friend, lifelong pal, family friend, was brought into the group through Brad's and my encouragement. My friend liked him, and the first conflict arose when I forgot to think that maybe the interest wasn't mutual. You know, so you bring this guy in, someone likes him and he doesn't like her back. It's like, oh, little did I suspect that another attraction would spring up between Stacy and John, whatever. Needless to say, Stacy was in an awkward position because now her friend liked him, but now he likes the friend. You know, these dramas, whatever. So we have a hint, a foreshadow of conflict. Recently, I went to visit Boston College. It was the last Friday night of our February break, a week-long vacation during which we had all spent much time together. I didn't want to leave my new cozy group to go stare my future in the face at Boston College. I knew I was going there, but I knew I should visit, and my friends assured me we'd go out Saturday night if I decided to come home, blah, 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 blah. Just the 3 of us went, me and 2 other girls. Those 2 are really cool, blah, blah, blah. So the night before my departure, I left things with Brad on the best of terms, reassuring each other that the itsy-bitsy quarrels we had recently were trivial. He was worried about me going with all those college men up there to tempt me. Right. Needless to say, thoughts of Brad never left my subconscious the whole next night as I drifted from dorm to party to dorm. I saw the school, the people with my outer eyes, but my inner eyes were focused on the long streets headed home. The invisible basketball game I knew was going on, but I couldn't see it. I imagined what everyone was doing. I missed Brad more than ever, regarded every college man with barely a look. It was a sweet pain, one that I surprised myself by reveling in. I pushed to go home Saturday afternoon. I wanted to get home, get back to my friends. But absolutely could not wait. Arriving home at 11 p.m., I called my friend to find everyone was at her house. Blah, 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 this person, that person, Sheila, blah, 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 blah. I rushed my experience to mom as I brushed my hair and nearly wept about how much I missed them. I was only gone a night. What? Whatever. I was gone 2 nights. I was miles ahead into college, feeling like I'd been gone for a semester already. I ran over to my friends, shaking with excitement, the thrill to return to familiarity. I danced into the house. I turned around in the den 10 minutes later to find a solemn, sullen Brad staring at me as if I just said something I shouldn't have. I disregarded that and hugged him and exclaimed how psyched I was to be home and asked him if he was surprised I got home early. Apparently, someone had snitched. He was colder than Antarctica toward me, and being emotionally on edge, volatile perhaps, left the room when he acted this way, ran upstairs and cried, how could he treat me this way? He came up, I guess I cried, who knows? He came upstairs, still cold, and led me outside to talk. This is what I remember. Outside in the freezing cold, and after he began to stammer and trip over jagged words, I didn't know if it was the cold weather that made me tremble. He began to say things I could not believe I was hearing. He didn't think we should see each other anymore.
Oh,
We shouldn't talk so much. Oof, I didn't remember that. We just wouldn't be
Wow.
girlfriend, boyfriend anymore. He wasn't sure if he felt the same way about me as before.
This is very different than you remembered.
Yeah.
That's
God,
wild.
you left for, so you did come back
48
early.
hours.
You left.
I went for a
No.
weekend.
It sounds like you left
one night.
Friday and you were supposed to come home Sunday and you pushed to come home Saturday to go out.
Yeah. One night.
So you were gone for a night.
You
Can't
were
trust a
literally
guy.
gone. Wow.
Shocked. I could do nothing but ask ridiculous questions to keep sane. The hurt and unstoppable tears. Don't cry, Terry, please don't. But he was crying. The hardest thing he ever had to do. Pictures of all my life had been up to this point in my mind, shattered like glass, and I
Wow.
mentally tried to remove all images of him to see what was left. Gaping holes here and there, devastation. He seemed totally confused. He didn't know if this was the right thing to do. Both shaking and crying, I began to back away from him, and he wouldn't let me. He would always love me, he vowed. The first girl he ever felt this way about. I wanted to grab him, shake some sense into him, or at least some reason. I tried to piece together the new image of exactly who was before me. I could never kiss him again or hold him. Why? And if not now, when? The hardest part was that I had not ever seen this coming. Unpredicted, facing the vagueness that I had done nothing wrong. What was it then? Or
Those
who?
are the worst.
It's Sheila, isn't it? Sheila. I had known he and Sheila had gotten along well, but I had only been pleased because I had been talking to Sheila about him. We'd never been that close. I thought Sheila was bonding with me because she got along with him. I feared she'd taken my place in another group. Remember I got squeezed out of that friend group? She took
Yep.
my place in that friend group. And now she's doing this. Then when I got close to Liz, she followed me in and chased me out of that relationship. She didn't really, but the truth is she never was malicious. When she and Brad started to get along very well, I wanted her to really like me though. So if she got along with my boyfriend, someone close to me, nothing could be better. I wanted to get close to her in a way.
Yeah.
The warning signs came from the observers. They said they witnessed a closeness between the two, and some criticized and did not tell me in order to spare me before it was too late. Even as right before my eyes, they began to joke around. Nothing seemed wrong. Nothing was wrong until I gone away. 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was just the
Shouldn't have
wrong
left.
time. It was just the wrong time to leave.
It's your fault.
Without my presence, Brad had a little while to question things between us, to watch his attraction to Sheila growing somewhat out of control. A combination of his insecurities, his attraction to Sheila, and whatever else was stirring inside him was the unmanageable, still implacable reason he acted as rashly as he did. I had not cried like that in a very long time. I cried to myself for an hour. The phone rang and Brad's voice came over the line. I'm sorry. What I did was wrong. I miss you already. I want you back. This is some fucked up shit. I did not feel relieved, just pulled back in a frenzy. I'd slowly been resolving in myself. Not that I didn't want him back, but at that point, it felt like a point of no return, and it would have been easier to let him go than break through the wound I'd been cleansing. Now I was the one doubting the relationship, and I was absolutely torn. I didn't think it would be quite that easy or fair to forget all I'd gone through in the past 5 hours. We fought, argued, but needless to say, I was a little foggy, so I told them I'd speak to him tomorrow. What came of all of this, to make an already long story short, I reluctantly took him back, maybe too soon, but I was still mentally wounded. I cried all week, and my spirits were leaden inside me. Now, I have a star, like a little, like it comes up on the screen 1 week later. Like we are just writing our dramas.
Yeah.
You
You didn't even like ask a friend to watch him like Lori did with her best friend
I
and boyfriend
know.
and lose him that way.
I
You it
know,
was so,
it's a good
you were so
plan.
innocent. You were just going to see your new school.
Okay, so here's what actually. So now they're spilling the beans to me. So if you want to know what actually happened while I was away, said they spilled the beans in the cafeteria at my friend's, and they might as well have just smacked me. That
Ooh.
Friday night of the big game after I left, Brad was comforting Sheila, who was upset over the fact that she still liked him. So he had tried to comfort her out of liking him. Odd situation. Incidentally, he, hating more than anything else to see someone cry, lost sense of reason and tried to kiss her. She pushed him away in shock, and he realized that wasn't the way to comfort her. It would only hurt her more. My friends tended to believe Brad was inconsiderate, conniving, immature. Said, how could he hurt me? How could I watch him walk all over me? I cried that week too. So I went without any communication for a week, and I hated it. I was truly brainwashed, or should I say strongly persuaded in my thoughts, to see that breaking up was the best for me. Now, it goes on and on. I haven't read this literally haven't read this probably since, probably 30 years. It's me working it out.
Breaking up. I don't recall that.
It was a blip. But here's what happened. That was coming up on spring break of senior year. I'm hanging out with my boyfriend and his best friend or whatever. All those girls were invited to one of my former friends, grandma's house in Florida. Everyone was invited but me. So I'm feeling
break.
Yep.
So you were broken up from February break to spring break?
No, it was March. We were only broken up for like a week, and then I started to hang out with him, and then spring break happened, and all the girls went away. So my little intact group where I'm finding myself so happy, now I'm back with the boyfriend, but all the girls went away without me. And they're like, oh, sorry, you're not invited, but there just aren't enough beds.
Yeah. I do kind of remember that.
So by April, spring break came, and all my friends went away without me, even Liz. Liz, I know she's listening, and it was not.
That's hard though, because was the kid not supposed to go on this Florida trip because one kid was left out? That you know what I mean? So I get, but
it was bullshit that I wasn't
invited. The person
invited.
who didn't invite you is the one who's bullshit.
Totally. No, of course my friends went.
The other ones
were going to
go.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at them for going.
They didn't leave you out because you got back to. It's actually
no,
not.
it's not.
I'm confused.
It's not totally connected. The two girls who squeezed me out, Sheila became their third wheel, right? She became part of their threesome.
Right.
She was the one who Sheila hooked up with my boyfriend. So when those three were planning the trip to Florida, invite everyone, of course I wasn't invited. You know what I mean?
I see.
Because it was still.
But Sheila went then?
Yeah, she was friends with. That was like her best friend, right?
Oh, that was her.
They all went. And I remember being like, this is fucking bullshit. Like spring break of senior year. But I remember riding around, hanging out, like going to the mall with my boyfriend and his friend and feeling like, cool. Well, I got to keep the guys and all the girls left.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's very dramatic, but yeah, he did break up with me. And then immediately, I got jerked around a lot. But looking back, we often wondered if Sheila was gay, actually. Like later on, we're like, was Sheila gay? Like, we thought maybe. And I wonder if I really wanted her to like me. You know what I mean? Like I wanted her to think I was cool. Anyway, it was very dramatic, but it was my first boyfriend and my first breakup all within like 6 months, 3 months.
But then you ended up getting back with him and then going to college with him.
Then several of us all went to Boston College together. The next time I saw Sheila was at Liz's wedding. And Brad and I had got back together in our 20s.
Yes. Oh my God.
And Brad came with me to Liz's wedding, and I was all nervous that they'd be back in the room together. Like
he does strike me as gay. Now that I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Sheila does strike you as gay?
Yes.
Yeah, totally. And
very
again,
much so.
Using the guy to get later on. I had a roommate in college who tried to make me jealous by sleeping with my ex-boyfriend because she liked me. So there's a lot of weird stuff. Like I said, I wanted her to think I was cool. I wanted to be the one she liked, and then she ends up liking him. Like, it's so fucked up, right?
It gets very convoluted when you have all these repressed lesbians involved in the dating situation.
Totally.
It does complicate things a lot.
Very complicated and layered with a lot of emotions that you didn't necessarily recognize at the time.
Right.
So it just added to the
jealous
angst.
of both of them. I think I was jealous of both of them together,
Yeah. Well, it's like some kind of wonderful. Like, are you telling me Mary Stuart Masterson wasn't also attracted to
Mary Stuart Masterson is as gay as they come in that movie. And I'm like, at the end, they're together. I was like, no, they're not.
It's actually
You're
weird.
his gay friend. Like, stop.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love that movie so
her
much.
having a crush on him was weird.
She should have ended up with her.
She should have ended up with Amanda Jones.
That's probably what
Miss Amanda Jones.
Screenwriter probably wrote it that way. And they're like, we can't sell
No,
this.
John Hughes wrote it because he was mad that the studio made him change the ending of Pretty in Pink. So this was his answer to that. He wanted her to be with Ducky at the end of Pretty in Pink.
Oh, yes. Yes, that was terrible that she goes back with him.
So this was his answering it because some people might have wanted him to go with Amanda. Is that why?
Right.
Yes, it's because Pretty in Pink is like, go with the rich guy.
Yes, right.
Don't go with
so
the
this
local
would be
yokel.
This would be him going with Amanda Jones as the rich girl, but he's stuck with it's the reverse genders.
They should have picked less of a lesbian to play that role.
They wanted her to be tomboyish. That's the
She's
point.
so hot.
That's why she was the buddy.
When I go back and watch that, I'm like,
because if she were girly, it just didn't. If she were girly and like
he would have
really
just liked her.
It wouldn't make sense. Why doesn't he like her? You know what I mean?
Right.
She didn't have gay though. She could have played the piano instead of the drums. I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird casting job. Still a great movie.
I think the whole point is they grew up like buddies.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I love when Amanda Jones takes the high road and says, you don't really want to give these to me.
I'm realizing that was one of the movies when I was thinking of when I asked that Unrelated a bit back about what movies you watch and you change your perspective.
Yeah.
On what happened.
Yes.
And that was one of the movies I'm only just remembering because I felt so bad for the dad just wants his son to go to college and he just fucking bought diamond earrings and then gave it to a girl. And then the whole thing ends.
Money.
And the whole thing ends with him being like, oh, you look beautiful wearing my future. It's like, how about you if you don't want to go to college, fine. Maybe then invest it or buy a house with it one day. Why does it have to be fucking diamond earrings that a girl wears? Why?
So dumb.
Why?
And
why is the dad such a dick? And like the dad wanting he was a mechanic or something. They were both working in a shop. He didn't want to have his son have to work with his hands his whole life. He wanted him to have options for his future. And he was all excited for him. And like the big scene where he stands up to his dad is like, I'm not going to go to college. Okay. It's your dream, not mine. I want to buy diamond earrings for a fucking girl who doesn't know I exist. And the dad's a bad guy. Like,
He should have
all these bad dads who are just trying to take care of their fucking kids.
Like, how about
and then we're watching these movies like, yeah, fuck you, dad. Like,
fuck the man. He should not have had access to that money, period.
He shouldn't have had
why did he have access to that money? That's crazy.
I feel like maybe only because he was 18 or I don't know. Or he was earning that money. So he was putting it in. I remember like it only got him his first semester. Remember the dad's like crunching numbers at the table. And he's like, hey man, he's like, you paid for your first semester. It's like, who knows if he could have even made it through. And he's all annoyed, like, ooh, college.
And now they're going to be together. And then 5 years from now, the friend is going to come out. What was her name?
And she's just wearing these. Yeah, just wearing these earrings.
What's her name?
He's just going to hook up with the friend. Oh, come on.
It's like a one syllable. Watts.
Wow.
Keith. Watts. Amanda.
Keith.
I found her to be plenty feminine in Chances Are. Same hair.
Yes.
I wasn't distracted by her being lesbian-like.
No. She doesn't look lesbian-like. Just in
it was just the character.
You mean the way she acted? Got it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like her having long hair and fried green tomatoes. And she was a lesbian in that.
Oh,
she was.
That's funny. All right, wow. Terri, you have an Unrelated. We know you've heard Generation Artax, but are you subscribed? Hit the follow button wherever you listen to podcasts. That's one less thing to worry about and one more thing to look forward to. We'd love to keep this show going, and you can help. Please rate and review. Thanks.
La, 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 la.
It's time for a segment we call Unrelated, where one of us asks a question and the others answer it. It has nothing to do with anything that came before. My question is a would you rather.
Nice.
Would you rather never lose another object? You're going to lose people. They're going to die. Ooh. That's not what I'm saying. Would you rather never lose another thing? No keys, no earrings, no
not
passport.
even misplace?
You don't lose them. You just, you know where they are all the time. Nothing will be like,
Okay.
where is my, you never have to say, where is my again.
Okay.
Or
It's going to be tough to beat that.
remember every experience and memory of your life verbatim, if you want to go back to it.
That's a real thing. People
That
have
is
that.
a thing.
Yeah.
That's
You don't
a
have
There's
it.
a word for it.
You don't
Well,
have it.
also people who, yeah.
But that's very difficult.
That's easy for me. Did you?
That's
just say
very
that was
difficult because they know the people that have that, because then they remember the real emotion of like what went down.
It's very traumatizing.
I don't lose things.
I lose things all day, every day.
I can't remember the last time I lost something, to be honest. Like I cannot
Anything.
remember.
I lose things all
not
day,
true.
every
What
day.
would I lose?
I
like,
literally
where's my bag?
Like Gordy's getting like fed up with it. I will literally grab a drink, open it, and then it disappears into the universe.
Yes.
And I walk around my house searching for it. And sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't. And often I have to go to my Nest cameras and be like, there's me holding the drink. I go to my Nest cameras like at least once a day.
You're always doing CSI on yourself.
Always. And like, I'll be like, there I am drinking it. And then I'll see me walk, and then I'll go into the bathroom, and then I'll see me come out of the bathroom without it. And then I go in the bathroom, and then it'll be like up on a shelf. And I'm like, oh, there it is. I do it all day. It's nonstop. And I don't know how to stop it because I don't know that I'm.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're distracted. You're doing things while your brain is doing other things, clearly.
I try to say out loud.
I'm holding a drink. I'm holding a drink. I'm holding a drink.
I try to say out.
I
try to say it out loud before I put something down, because it's not the picking it up.
I do that with important things like keys. I will say, if I'm not putting my key on the hook, I will say, I'm putting my keys on the dresser, because then I'll have also an audio memory.
Yeah, that works.
You know what I mean?
Me.
But like not when I'm just like walking around and I put my phone down, which I have to ding all the time with my watch, or pencil, or I'm not paying attention to the fact that I even had it in my hand in the first place. I can't do it with every single object.
Oh, okay. I wish
I've heard you both say, like, I can't find da da da. Have you ever heard me say that?
No. But you don't want to remember everything in perfect detail, do you?
No, but I mean, is there anything I need, like car keys or whatever, like that I can't find? Never.
No. But you also keep all your surfaces clear. So I wonder if that's easier too. I will lose things in front of me, though. I will not be able to find something in front of me.
And like, where are my jeans? Or where are these jeans? I know I put them there.
No, I've never lost jeans. No, Oprah told me years ago that everything should have its place. And I do try.
I agree with that.
But I like to do something different all the time. And so the other day I put my watch in the linen closet.
No, I'm not changing anything.
I was
Wait, are you serious?
I took it off and I was like, I'm going to put this down. There's a little room right here by the Q-tips where I'll never look again. And I went to leave and I go, where's my watch? And I just
that sounds like you're like, this would be fun if I put my watch in this.
Yeah, I do. I'll take my phone.
You're
and
like deliberately doing it.
I'll be in the middle of like listening to stuff. And on a podcast, I'll be like, I'll put it here, and I'll prop it inside a sock drawer. And then I walk away and I'm like, wait,
I don't do that.
But I don't know why I do it. I think I like surprises. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I don't get that. No, everything, I know where it lives. Everything lives in a place, even if it's not like perfectly clean. It's not. My house is not perfectly clean, but I know where everything is.
But that's what's weird, because it's like when you go to get a drink, it doesn't have a place.
My water bottle is just always with me. I don't know. I don't lose things. So anyway, okay. I guess so is there anything the other one?
But would you, so maybe losing things is not the thing, but like, do you care? Would you rather know how a thing would work out or remember everything in detail? I know you don't want to know the answers to everything.
Very different question.
Well, I'm changing it for you because you can't play this game the way I have it set up.
Know how it's going to work out?
No, you could pick one thing a month that you'll know how it's worked out, so you don't have to worry about it. Or you could remember everything that happened.
Like
the result is at the end of the month?
Yeah, I need to know how far away that result is.
It's within 30 days. You can say, I'm wondering about this thing. Is he going to get into this school? Or is he going to, you know what I mean? Is this going to, are we going to close on this property? Like you could ask one thing every 30 days and find a definitive answer to it.
Oh, wait.
Or
get allowed a question a day or a question a month?
One question
Or
a month.
it's something that you will know
One a month,
one
results
question a
are
month.
within the month.
You'll get to know within the month. You get one question a month. Don't
Okay,
ask
but
me
when
about
you
the
say
future.
you get to know within the month. Like if you said, okay, my question for the month is when I'm going to
play this
die.
game anymore. If you say, "Am I going to die?" and the answer is yes, you'll find out.
No,
the answer.
when am I going to die? I'm
No,
not. Am I allowed
that
to ask
question
that?
wouldn't be answered if the
No.
result doesn't come in the month.
Okay, so it's not get an answer. It's the result of that question is.
It can't be your death. It has to
Yes.
be something that you're wondering about in your life. Am I going to get a
and you get to
raise?
find out the answers. Okay,
Yeah.
I love that.
Would you like that?
Would
Or
I
you
love
can
that more
remember
than never losing something?
that?
No, I got to do the losing thing. It's so bad for me that
Yeah,
I do
I
that.
would say
No,
I
she
never want to
changed
lose
the
things.
options. Losing
she
is not
changed it.
part
That's
of this
right.
equation.
Oh,
Fine,
right.
fine,
You
fine,
lost
fine,
that
right.
thought.
Okay,
It's know the
lost the
future
thought.
of a thing,
Where'd I put
or
it?
remember everything that happened to you, so you never have to question it. Or I don't remember this. You can remember
I
everything.
don't have a problem not remembering everything perfectly from the past. I think
Yeah.
there's sometimes reasons
You have that gift.
that
You remember
No,
everything.
she
perfectly
doesn't.
from the past?
She
I
doesn't
don't
mind not knowing everything from the past.
She was the one who
exactly
said,
how
"I
it
would
went.
like." The other time, she said she wanted footage for if no one else had access to it. She would want footage to everything in her life, as long as no
Mostly
one else
because
had
I
access.
lose things.
What?
I
Mostly
like the
because I lose
idea.
things.
Oh.
I like the idea of knowing the answer to something with results within a month. That's kind of cool.
I tried
I
that.
do like that.
I asked the tarot where I'd have my essay published, and it told me yes for this one publication, and the other one was going to be no, and it was wrong. I got a no from the one it said I get a yes from, and I got no answer from the
I
other
don't
one.
think you're allowed to ask those questions that are time based.
Oh, I thought you could be like, is this going to do this or no?
You can, but I feel like anything I've ever talked to Arden about, the timing wasn't right. And I've talked to her about that, and she's like, yeah, you kind of can't. Like,
You can't?
soon is relative. Say if I live to 100, then soon is 3 years from now, right?
In the
And-
quantum realm, there's no time.
Right. And so it never works out. So you can't say, am I going to get this one? I thought you asked, am I going to get published? And the answer is yes.
No. I said, is this essay going to get published in this publication? And the answer was like, yep. And then no. She sent me an email and said no. So that's frustrating. The tarot was wrong.
Well,
I feel like,
I don't think you can get those kinds of answers from tarot.
I don't either. Like
I'm annoyed.
those exact, am I going to get this? Am I going to get that?
It's not a
I
magic
feel like
8
it's
ball.
meant to guide you. Or to help perspective, but not literally give you definitive answers of this is going to happen. That's going
You
to
got
happen.
a reading that said you're going to have a big decision to make. You're going to not be at this job. You're going to get a windfall. It all
I've lost
happened.
many jobs and I did get to, yeah, and I did. And it was many years later. It was like 5 years later.
Wait, I have a better one.
Oh my God. We can't use up all of our.
Yeah, you got to stop using things up. Hold it, write it down.
Write it down.
You didn't even answer any of these yourself.
What was the question?
You would too.
I would say I never want to lose anything again because I cannot stand losing things. It makes me crazy. I'd rather lose things and use my.
Okay, then what about the other one? Past or future?
Oh, God, I think maybe future. Just because I'm usually over
It's so
the past.
intriguing. How could you not? It's
How could
so
you not?
intriguing.
Because I'm like, is this going to happen? Like, you're just so curious about your future. Everyone is.
I know. But the problem is if we knew everything that was going to happen, you wouldn't make half the decisions you make. That was like that really amazing movie. Have you guys seen the movie The Match? I think it was called Match or The Match.
No.
I saw it on a maternity leave and I got really into indie rom-coms. And so it was all no-name actors. And it was about this idea that if you choose to wear this watch and you get it put on, it begins counting down to the second you will meet your soulmate if your soulmate is also wearing a watch. So
There's
if you put it on,
movies like that, yeah,
if you put it on and there's nothing, right?
yeah, then your
Then-
soulmate isn't wearing one.
Or they're already dead, like, or something like that. That's also a possibility. Or you don't have one, right?
Cool.
Okay.
So this girl, every time the movie starts with every time she goes on a date, and she will only date people who don't have a watch, obviously, and it's not counting down because she put it on and there was no number, right? So she knows it's none of you. She'll only date people who don't have the watch on. And then she makes them on the first date go get the watch because she's like, why waste our time? Right?
Right.
And then it becomes kind of all about the importance of experience.
Yeah.
right? And how you would miss out if you on so
Yes.
many experiences and stuff like that. One person in it, their countdown was like 40 years from now, and she's in her 30s, and she's like, okay, great. I'm not going to meet them for 40 years. So what do I do? Do I just
Right.
hook up with people who are willing to hook up, knowing
You
that
can have a
they're
whole
soulmates?
relationship between now and
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can have two.
You can have a whole life. You can
But
have
it
a whole
was
life.
really because of those questions and that
Mhm.
whole concept of what's worth experience, what's worth the guarantee in
Mhm.
life
Right.
versus not.
Right. That's a good
The
one.
beauty of not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
good
true.
one. If
That's
you
true.
ever have
It
nothing
is
to
a good
watch,
one.
Was
it's
it
a really
Bashar?
good one.
The Match, it's called.
I think so.
Didn't Bashar or some TikTokian said the point of life is to enjoy the time you have? It sounds very simple, but think about it.
I don't think it was Bashar, but that's definitely an old quote.
Everybody says that.
I don't
Like,
think
it was like
Bashar said that.
John Lennon. John Lennon was, what song is that? Enjoy the passage of time, blah, blah. It's all.
Oh,
yeah.
that's it. But do you like?
It's
I don't
the
know. I
journey.
just feel like enjoy
It's
every
always the
part of
journey.
it.
It's always
Well,
about the journey.
Yeah.
The point of being here is to not
Is the
know why you're
process.
here and to learn
Right.
the lessons that you learned through experience.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're learning our lessons. I learned don't go away for one night and leave your boyfriend because
Never do it. Never leave.
He will cheat on you.
It's all your fault.
It's all your fault. No, it's fine.
All
Well,
right.
we did
That was
it.
good.
All right.
In the can.
That's enough.
It's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
This episode of Generation Artax was produced by us, edited by us, and hosted by us. Our theme music is by Danielle Musto. Art and design by Ryan Andrews of ryanmade.com. Please follow, rate, and review to help save more Gen Xers from the swamps of sadness. Follow us on Instagram at Generation Artax, that's ARTAX, and visit us at generationartax.com.